First, are we allowed to wear athleisure when we talk about exiting the lazy girl era, or do I need to play the pregnancy card? If you're ready to exit the lazy girl era, let me tell you what's not going to work. Officially kicking off your new era tomorrow with a list of 15 new habits to start. No. That is what got us here in the first place, honey. If you truly want to see lasting change in your life and you want to become a better version of yourself, you need to be honest about how you ended up in a lazy girl era and what is actually important enough to you to exit it. Because it's an easy place to stay, okay? So in this video, I have 3 questions for you to answer, 3 action items corresponding to each question that you can take right away so that you can exit your lazy girl era. Not so you can go into your productive girl era, not so you can be that girl, but so that you can go into your this is who I am and I own it and I love it era. Hey guys, future Amy here. I want to pop in before we go into the questions to give you a lazy girl tip that's actually a brilliant strategy for keeping your data safe and secure. And that's in thanks to the sponsor of this segment of Amy TV, which is our friends at 1Password. We all know that annoying process far too well. You're just trying to come up with a login for something you want to do online. You have to make a password. So you come up with something and then you need to add a number. Oh, wait. Now you need a special character. Oops, sorry, it's too short. Make it longer. I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of coming up with all new passwords for all the different things that I do online. You know how I feel about having too much unnecessary information in my brain. It is unsustainable. On the flip side, it's far too risky for you to try to make all your passwords the same or similar simply for the sake of having to memorize them. And these days that's impossible anyway because of how platforms want them to be crafted so differently. That's why I'm a fan of 1Password. It's in the name. You remember one strong master password and it gives you access to your life, your logins, your financial information, even your office Wi-Fi password. 1Password generates as many strong and unique passwords as you need and stores them in an encrypted vault that only you have access to. We don't just go online anymore. We are online a lot, our whole life, our work, and we need to be able to access essential information and not be worried about hackers interfering. You can access 1Password on any device at any time, whether you're between your iPhone, your Android, your Mac, or your PC. And there are convenient features like autofill for quick sign-ins. So if you're shopping online and you need your financial information, 1Password is at the ready. Or if you're on the go and need to log into something quickly, you can do so with your 1Password mobile access. When it comes to your passwords, it pays to go the lazy girl way. And remember, only one. 1Password is offering friends of Amy TV 25% off their family and individual plans. Check out the link in the description down below so that you can start your free trial today. Now, I would argue that the girls in this equation are likely calling something lazy because of what the world tells them they're doing is or isn't acceptable. But we're realizing, finally, that we do not need to meet the unrealistic expectations that society places on us. And that is far from lazy. That is a very healthy conclusion to come to. So let's get into the questions. Question 1. How have I let the idea of lazy bleed into the wrong areas of my life? What started this probably was good intentions with having more work-life balance in your day-to-day. So you might have made an adjustment in your career to set the tone. But then how did it continue to spiral? Did you change how you were assessing your health? Did you have some relationships you used to put good time into nurturing? Maybe you had some financial habits that were really good and serving you at the time, and then lazy girl era made you stop. And now it's all snowballing. Being honest about where you needed a little bit of course correction versus where we just stopped and pumped the brakes entirely is an important point for this moment, because there are probably some really good things you learned from this era of your life that you'd like to continue into the future. But the other stuff where we need to get back on track, let's figure that out. So for this action, we're going to start something today to kill a toxic habit. So for financial wellness, maybe we start reviewing every single statement for credit cards and bank statements, even if you have to print them off online because it's very easy to hide from them when you don't get them in the mail, and look for where the leaks are happening that we can fix. That's a great way to start killing the toxic habit of not paying attention to your finances and where they could be better. Maybe you start sending a text message every day to people that you care about, just saying, hey, I was thinking of you. How are you doing? So that you can start to pick up where you left off with some relationships. Whatever you decide, make sure you identify what's happening in your life that doesn't have to be lazy girl era anymore because you actually don't want it to be. Question number 2, which of my behaviors could I classify as enjoyable rather than lazy? It's possible that you're calling one of your current habits lazy because that's what somebody outside of yourself would say about it. Or if you posted about it on the internet, you would say lazy girl era. But you kind of don't want to cancel it because you actually find it to be enjoyable. This is why I do not believe in guilty pleasures. It's bad enough that a woman has a hard time finding what makes her happy. But for us to then say, I actually know a couple things that are kind of fun and I like, and I'm going to add the word guilt to it because I can't just feel happy about it. I have to have an excuse to qualify it. It's absurd. I refuse to feel guilty about things that bring me pleasure, period, end of story. Unless they are horrible, bad things, okay? Do not take my stuff out of context. You know when you like something that's horrible, bad, okay? So for this one, we are going to make a 2-column list. We keep it simple here, okay? So this side is enjoyable, and this side is lazy. And while you might tell me that it's lazy that I watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I disagree. I love it so much. And I love that I love it. And I love that I'm a stoic that can compartmentalize in my life outside of everything else. But I can be a dramatic, petty lady when I'm watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's enjoyable for me. So I refuse to call that lazy. Those moments are moments that I get to enjoy. And maybe you feel differently. Maybe you feel you're watching way too much reality television and that it goes in the lazy column. What have you been calling lazy girl era that in all actuality kind of fills your cup? Be honest about it. Don't quit the things that work for you. Pick up and fill space with the stuff that's going to actually make a huge difference so you can take more time for what's actually enjoyable. Oh, I forgot to highlight. Love my little highlighters here. We'll just put Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because who can't relate? And lazy snooze button 5x. You know, if you've hit the snooze button 5 times that we're getting to a lazy state. We're allowed to hit it once, okay? It's not the end of the world when you hit the snooze button once. 5 times, yeah. Question number 3, what do I do consistently to give value to others without concern for what I get in return? There's a whole lot of scorekeeping going on out there. Like I said, maybe you changed jobs because somebody was asking way too much of you for way too little. And that is well within your right to negotiate and make sure that you level set. But what we're talking about here is something called purpose. I personally left my lazy girl era 15 years ago, and I have never returned. I can tell you that because I know I've had seasons of time where I'm less productive than other seasons, but I've always pressed forward in what I do to serve others. It's always been my motivator, no matter what else is going on. Your mission, your purpose, your reason to serve. If you want to know what gets you out of bed every day, it's not what does the world have to offer me? It's what do I have to offer the world? I know this because you can always get more likes. You can always get more money. You can always get another promotion. You can always get more. And it will never be enough. And that is what the world can do for you. And in so many ways, you will earn those things and you will get the respect of those things and it will feel good. But it will be fleeting in the moment because there will always be more. Always. You're always going to want the next thing. But when you finally get that unlock of what it means to be of service to others, to the world, to a greater purpose, to an amazing mission, to people, in a way that doesn't make you think, well, what am I getting back for it? This will change your life. And it's not going to be about being lazy anymore. It's going to be about prioritizing the things that make you feel that more often and making you get to have more of the opportunities for what is enjoyable in your life because you are so at peace with how you're showing up in this human existence. Not because you're a people pleaser. That's different. People pleasing is actually pretty selfish. It's supposed to make you feel better about how you're spending your time when you people please, that somebody's going to let you know that you did the right thing. This isn't about people pleasing. It is about service. What value do you have to offer? So your action item on this, and I just talked about it in my newsletter, 1 Minute Productivity, is to track your time this week. Don't make any changes. Just track what it is that you do. What are the things you do? What habits are shaping you right now? How much time are you spending at your job? How much time are you spending with people? Just keep track. And you're going to do this for a week and categorize how you spent your time. When you review an average week, how much of where you spend your time is on valuable, purposeful work. The things that are actually shaping you into who you will become. When you see what you have to say in each of these areas, you'll have a real feeling within you of what it actually means to start to exit a lazy girl era and become more of who you were meant to be. And then if you want to listen to all the other videos that are telling you to wake up earlier and to eat better and to go to the gym and get ripped, then be my guest. But at least you'll have a better reason for it.